Alright, another Amberlynn Reid video. I feel defeated. Weigh in episode 5. Immediately dislike. Read the description. Alright, nothing. Her dumbass diet shit as always.
Usually I buy my
Now she's in 4K this time. Impatient now, blaming 5 pounds gained in a week from stepping in a puddle is unhinged. Yep. Okay, hopefully this.
Hey guys, so welcome to my weigh-in. I am getting around to filming this pretty late at night. I already did. Hey guys, so welcome to my weigh-in.
So this one's only 10 minutes and a half long.
I already did my live stream and everything, and usually by my
Let's just
live
bang
stream,
this one out.
I have this filmed, edited, and scheduled to go up for the next day, but I'm not feeling the greatest, and I'm going to tell you the reason why in this video, so let's just get straight to it. First, we're going to start off with the 5 questions that I do every weigh-in video, and where I get those is Instagram. So once a week I go on there and I say, ask me any weight, health, food-related questions. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real? So I said that in a past weigh-in video because it's true. I've actually been contacted by multiple people who have been in 600 Pound Life, and I myself have contacted a couple people myself, and I'm also actually pretty good friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that, and they do exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600 Pound Life. And I only know that because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I'm also someone who is over 500 pounds. I was almost 600 pounds at one point.
So what?
Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece with a large fry and act like that is any better? Good point, good point.
Who's doing that?
Just like hearing a 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you do the calories for a 20-piece nugget versus a regular meal that you can get at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece nugget with a large fry, it's about the same calories. There's a little bit more calories in the nugget and fry, but the protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget. I'm not saying either of these options are good for you, but the same people judging someone for ordering a 20-piece nugget will also go to McDonald's and get the nuggets and fries.
No.
I think people like to play mind tricks because like
garbage.
when you see like sodium, for an example, on nutrition labels, you don't really think about your own sodium consumption. I see so many people telling me, oh my god, Amberlynn, like that's so much sodium in that ramen that you're eating, blah blah blah. But the same people will make rice-a-roni for them and their family, not realizing that also has a lot of sodium. Or even just like a can of corn, they add sodium to these things. Everything has sodium. Americans just eat a lot of sodium without even realizing it. Have you thought about asking ChatGPT how many calories you should eat to lose weight? So I never thought about it, so I decided to do it. And when I did do it, it prompted me. It was like, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me like age, weight, height, any medical things that could be wrong with you? And I like that aspect because like when you try to do these like metabolic rate things online, it literally just asks for your height, your gender, and your weight, and it's like, no, there's more to it. So I thought that was cool that ChatGPT actually asked for that. So here's the screenshot, and as you can see, ChatGPT thinks that I should eat anywhere between 2,200 and 2,400, which is something I've always said, and it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower level. 2,400, which is something I've always
Estimated calorie target to lose weight safely and gently. So did she write that? Okay. This range takes your current weight and metabolism into account, provides enough food to nourish your body and avoid further damage from undereating. Leaves room to adjust downward later if your body adapts or you plateau. The hell? Lipedema looks slower on the scale due to fluid retention, but fat loss can still happen. Exactly. She's such a retard.
said, and it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is slower for me due to the lipedema and the lymphedema and how that fluid retention shows up on the
may
scale
appear slower. Does she not know how to read?
Pretty much everything that ChatGPT says in the screenshot is exactly what I've said. Like how my metabolism is a lot slower due to hysterectomy. It's also slower due to me having no estrogen in my body, slower because I went through menopause, and it's slower because of the years of yo-yo dieting. If you continue to like make your calories super low, lower than they need to be, that'll continue to mess with your metabolic rate. And then I got curious because there's lovely rumors always floating around that I should be eating like 10,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. That is wild and so off base and untrue. Like, I know that, like, already, like, as a person, that that's not true, but I was like, you know what? ChatGPT has never been wrong for me, so I'm curious. I was like, ChatGPT, how many calories do I need for myself to maintain the weight that I'm at? ChatGPT confirms the misconceptions are not real. I need between 3,200 to 3,400, which is actually really easy for me. Like, eating that is very easy for someone my size. And it's actually
Where's
pretty
the
easy to
screen
do without
size?
even realizing it. And
Oh,
for some
there it
reason,
is.
people just don't want to believe that. I don't understand why, but like, I'm living proof because I am my person. I am, like, in my body. I don't.
Let's see. Great question. Let's look at it clearly. At 515, 5'3", age 34, sedentary activity. Your estimated maintenance calories. There you go. So she's been gaining. So she's still eating a lot of shit. She is eating a lot of shit.
Don't understand why, but like, I'm living proof because I am my person. I am, like, in my body, I am me, and I'm just sharing that based on my experiences. How often do you grocery shop? So I'll either go every week or bi-weekly. So sometimes I'll skip a week, but definitely only once a week. Is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big? Y'all, the goalpost has absolutely moved. Like, it's ridiculous. So at first I would talk about my friend in my videos and people would be like, oh my god, she's imaginary, or oh my god, like, Amberlynn's making up this friend. And now that you guys have heard her voice in my videos, the goalpost has moved and now it's a caretaker. Like, stop with the fat phobia. I understand that I'm really
The
large,
fuck?
but I live by myself. No one comes in my apartment. Like, not even my mom. Every time we hang out, we're always hanging out, like, outside of my apartment, going and doing things and spending time out. I don't need a caretaker. I don't need anyone to help me with anything. Yes, I don't drive. I'm fully aware. But when it comes to the things that people are assuming due to the fat shaming, I don't need anyone. I take care of everything myself. I do not have a caretaker, and I have never had a caretaker, and I will never have a caretaker. My friend is my friend because it is someone that I met in person, and I realized I
Becky was
click
your
with. I enjoy being
caretaker.
around her, and vice versa. We laugh, we have fun, we share the same hobbies, like, literally just a friend. And this is, like, also another reason why my friends or anyone in my life will never be on camera again. Yes, you'll see my mom here and there, but that is it. Because all you've heard is a voice, and already the rumors are starting. All right, so let's get into the goals that I had
You
for last
hate
week,
it.
and did I succeed in those? So last week my goal was to follow a meal plan for 5 days out of 7, and I did not do that. I wanted to have, like, a huge veggie plate every single day for lunch, and I did not succeed in all 5 days. So my goals for the next week are literally
Garbage.
just to win over this, like, defeat that I feel inside of me. Right now, I literally just feel that defeat feeling. I am having emotions that I feel right before I give up. I want to beat the feeling more times than I don't. And then I also want to start drinking 3 water bottles a day instead of just 2. All right, so now let's talk about how my week went. So I was doing pretty
That's
decent. I
crazy.
was staying below the 3,400 calories that Noom wants me to eat. I was definitely eating moderation, so I was allowing myself to have, like, the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of, like, fruits and vegetables and healthier foods into my diet. There was one day where I overate and I chose, like, the most horrific foods that day because, like I said, we are not perfect over here. Like, if I woke up one day and I came on here and I was like, you guys, I've been perfect for a full year, it'd be bullshit because it's not possible. So this is where things get hecticana. A few days ago, I mean, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding. There was flood warnings. It was really, really bad. And I was out with my mom, and I didn't realize when I got home that the flood was going to be near me. So to get into my apartment, which was literally the only way to get into my apartment, I had to step and walk in water that literally, like, went up to the middle of my calf. I was pissed about it, obviously. Like, I have lymphedema and lipedema, and my skin and my body is just really sensitive to things. So I was soaking wet. My pants were soaking wet, my legs were soaking wet, my shoes were soaking wet. Came home, I showered. I sadly woke up the next day with cellulitis. So there's 2 versions of cellulitis. There is version 1, where I get all of, like, the physical leg symptoms. Red, painful, like, you can tell there's, like, a massive infection. But then I also get the shivers, and I get 103 temperature. I am puking profusely. TMI, I have diarrhea. I can't eat for days on end. And I lose a bunch of weight doing that. Or there's B. I still get the leg is red. The leg is painful. You can tell that there is an infection. And I really just feel general malaise. Like, I don't have any of those other puking, fever symptoms. That's where I'm at here. In both of these areas, A and B, I swell a lot, obviously. It's a really bad infection. So I got cellulitis from walking in the dirty water from the flood, which is really freaking unfortunate. And a part of me, like, knew that was gonna happen. That's why I immediately came home and showered. But when you have lipedema and lymphedema, like, your lymphatic system does not flow the same. So that already makes it to where it's harder to fight infections, no matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you clean yourself. So when you have lipedema and lymphedema, it also causes poor circulation to your legs, which also is another thing that prevents fighting off infections. But I stepped on the scale and I gained weight because I'm extremely swollen. Like, the infection has my leg super fucking swollen and it's uncomfortable and it just sucks. Because when you see my weigh-in, when I show you the screenshot from Noom, you'll see that I was losing weight. And then when I got cellulitis, it's like all of that didn't even matter. I immediately gained in fluid retention from the swelling. Like, it sucks. I feel defeated because it's like, I know it's not my fault. And after I heal, I genuinely, like, I want to switch things up a bit and I want to start feeling like motivated and inspired in a different way, because I feel like I've just been in this weird lull. I don't know. It could be just the fact that I'm literally fighting an infection. I'm currently on antibiotics. I feel like absolute shit. But let's just get into it. Last week I was 517. This week I'm 521.6. And it's like, this is such a pointless weight. Last week I was 517. This week I'm 521.8.
Yikes on bikes. But that still doesn't matter. You've been gaining.
6. And it's like, this is such a pointless weigh-in because it's not real weight. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just want to feel better. I'm just going to keep taking my antibiotics. I'm going to try to be successful in my goals and just continue pushing forward. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
What the fuck happened in this video, guys? Anyway, see you later.